Hi, this is this is Sun Mashi. Hello. But this is a wait, no, I already said that. This is reading number 3 for no. What was it? Sorry. It's for if you're feeling overwhelmed. That's what this is. That's right. If you're feeling overwhelmed, I don't know. I'm not like super confused or anything. Like I just got done making reading number 2. It was just like suddenly, like in this exact moment, I was like, wait, what is this? Or like not even that, but just like, I don't know. Weird. Yeah. So, this is Lapis Lazuli, reading number 3. Kind of off to a rocky start. But yeah, I'm hearing a playful vibe. This is an interesting energy. Don't cost nothing. Song. Don't cost nothing. How do I spend all this money? I'd rather just spend time with you. You can buy a house and a car. I guess that I can. But I've already got a van. I can put you through college. Okay, so I'm hearing a really sweet message from all this. Perhaps things have eased up a bit for those of you who chose reading number 3. But I mean, as usual, there's always fears. There's always challenges, but this is a lot. It's a little more relaxing, smoother waters is what I'm hearing. New beginning. Something. There's a first start to all this. So overwhelmed. I feel like you may be feeling overwhelmed because you want this new beginning, but my dog's paw hit the tripod. But you want this new beginning, but it's like you're feeling stuck. Little closer, don't be scared. So what for this energy I'm tapping into? What is this person? You know, these people, those who chose reading 3. What is this person feeling stuck about? Okay, feeling stuck in many regards. It's kind of like there's nothing you can do but contemplate and think and learn and relax. I'm hearing, yeah, that there is a way. It's like you're ready, you're wanting to move on from this stagnant energy. It's like you want to move forward from all this and no longer feel attached or stuck. Ooh, in the melody. This, it just feels like a high five to me. It's kind of like you just want, it's kind of like this form of union that you might be looking for in terms of this regard is just kind of like someone meeting halfway. Just putting in the same effort you put in, the same amount of pressure with the high five that you put into that high five. So it's like if someone's high-fiving you, or in other words, if someone's communicating with you and their communication is like weaker or like not as like much as your communication, that I'm feeling might be related to this devil's energy, this feeling kind of stuck. But there is something with the 6 of Swords. You can cut the ties that make you feel trapped to this energy. I'm hearing basically there is someone disrupting the high five. It's not necessarily you or the other person, but rather maybe it's even destiny. Ooh. So, this song, it's like, it's like the future. You can see it. You can see how much potential there is in it, but it's just so scary because it's like, it's kind of like you see a lot of fairy tales, and you see a lot of fairy tale things happen for other people maybe, and you're like, but what about me? Like that, like how am I going to, like, I don't know, maybe we're like, how could that be my path? Like the fairy tale ending, the happy ending I desire, like maybe I'll just never get there. Maybe I'm like the Cinderella, you know, that just never goes to the ball. Is something I'm hearing. And that is the devil's energy that you can move on from. Like, so things like conditioning or past experiences building up the fears you have today. Something that I really like doing, writing down or typing out all of the fears that you can think of that come to your mind at the moment. Write them all down. Everything you are like afraid of, no matter how big or how small. Like, oh, I'm afraid of going outside, or I'm afraid of going to this, I don't know, dentist appointment, or I'm afraid of commitment. I'm literally just listing things. I'm not like channeling messages, though. If those resonate with you guys, cool. But like, I really am just like listing kind of random examples. My example was the dentist thing. That was my fear when I was writing down this list. But yeah, just like write down whatever. You do steer your own destiny, and when you can balance out the light and your dark, your hopes and your fears, your dreams and your reality, they intersect right here. Your dreams and reality do kind of fold in together. Yeah, your memories, everything, all of your experiences, there's a way to cherish it all and to release the pain and the conditionings of the past. For some of you, this could have been conditioned from a mother or someone who has a motherly energy. That's the vibe I'm getting from this. I am kind of getting that this person, excuse my language, kind of fucked you up. I am getting that vibe for some reason. That's an energy I get from my own experiences, but like, that's a different thing, and I really have moved through that. So it really is something about moving on from past pains, from past mistreatments. So it's not just a motherly energy. Think of mother as like memories. So that really, like this mother energy I just described, could be your mom. That could be one person. But I am hearing it's just like overall all of your memories. If you see all those pentacles in the trees, it's like all of it, everything, all the memories put into who you are today. Like there was a way to move on from the conditioning that has attached within you, onto you. I don't know. It's like the devil is only as powerful as you give the energy to. Is something I hear a lot from like when people describe the devil card on like YouTube channels. But yeah, Eight of Swords. Yeah, there's a trapped energy about this. You can walk away. There is a way. I know, easier said than done, especially when there's just so much, pretty much. But with this, the Wheel of Fortune, so I finally read it. The monkey represents your instincts. So this is like uncontrollable instincts, things you'll just do. This can have a lot to do with your conditioning. The hare can be your intellectual side, your mind. It still also like comes from like the same energy. And then the Sphinx is your wisdom, your inner knowing. And so as you're on this wheel, constantly going between the three over and over and over again. It's kind of like ramping up potential energy. Once you are sick of this wheel that you're on, you can just step off of the wheel, and you'll like, all of those experiences would be gained as fortune, hence the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, this Eight of Swords energy is keeping you on this wheel, but with the wheel, it's a cycle that ultimately can be completed. I'd be pretty happy if the world just showed up. Oh wow, I bent that. I'm so sorry, card. It's the High Priestess. So this is like, how did that play again? Wow. This song just restarted, but my playlist is not on repeat, and it's not, I don't know how that happened, but that's a specific message from the universe. So something about this is regarding a love interest. I'm gonna say twin flame because, as you guys saw in the beginning of my part 1 video, these are the cards that came out from my decks, and yeah, so this is regarding twin flame as well, or soulmate, or love interest, or someone that you see a reflection of yourself where you guys are very similar and different. Have confidence that you know who this connection is about. The High Priestess. You'll know when the right time to step off this wheel is. Maybe you're worried, like, what if you never step off the wheel? This is like, you'll know when to step off the wheel. You really will know. This is all for something. You are ramping up potential energy. You might feel stuck, trapped, whatever. The devil's energy. All of this, the devil's energy can be the monkey, your instinct. The Eight of Swords can be the hare, the rabbit, you know, and overall the wheel itself. And the Sphinx can be the hanged man, knowing that this is just where you're at, you gotta sit tight. These 3 energies, and I guess just, I don't know, all your energies in general, it's not just like 3, but you know what I mean, these kind of like 3 parts of yourself are ramping up. I feel you know this, it's ramping up to something big, and you have this whole time been steering yourself towards where you want to go with determination. This is helping you balance your 2 horses, the light and the dark, the masculine and the feminine energy within you, your own inner 2 parts, your masculine and feminine, yeah. So, and then regarding this person, this is putting you in the right time and place, like with divine timing, for this connection. Spirit wants me to remind you, love, you deserve it. Like romance, a relationship, marriage, if you want to marry this person, if you feel this person could be the one, Spirit has your back and is trying to say, you can, like, they could be the one. Yeah, you're right, you won't know until you get there, but things happen for a reason. Things have been going on loop, and they will continue to, but as a spiral always grows, it expands, you know? So, these are some messages I'm really hearing. And if it's not this person, you will have, this also prepares you for if it might be someone else. I'm really hearing, you know, you gotta give this person that you've built so much, now I'm seeing this with a different energy, by the way, this person that you've built so many memories together with, now this is like a specific memory, you know, that I'm seeing, and it's like, or a specific like timeline or person, not just like all of the trees, but just this one person, that you guys have built a lot together with your memories and how you know each other as, and you know, if it doesn't work out, it's kind of like their loss in a sense, but not really, because then, you know, they can meet someone that like could be the one, or maybe they learn that they just want to live a more like hermit vibe or something, you know, that sort of thing. It's like ultimately, if you want a relationship and you want to be married and have a union, and you complete yourself, they complete themselves, you guys just work in perfect harmony and balance, and like you're like not in it together because you need each other, but rather you want to share your own life and your own like beauty, worth, love with another. Like you filled yourself with so much love that you want to love another how you love yourself. And you know, we want to love the universe how we love ourselves, but like this is in a very intimate way, as you guys know, with romance and all that in our physical bodies. Whew. Yeah, and the song moved on. That was really weird. This is Marceline now. So, yeah, and I'm just hearing now is not the time, pretty much, but new vitality. A fresh beginning is happening, I swear. Yeah, this it got buried, but Spirit is saying, like, this will be there for you. This new beginning that you dream about, it's there. It's as the Chariot. Wow, you are getting yourself there. You are, but it's kind of like you got to charge forward, and this new vitality, yeah, it has to do with moving on. But it's all this energy you've dedicated this time and space to. It's like move on from that, move on from wanting the same thing again. It's like you want a new beginning, but you want the new beginning like how it was before, kinda. And Spirit is saying move on from that, and that new beginnings are going to be much more healing and like actually much more rewarding and aligned. This is the Star card, so it's like everything is in alignment for you with this connection, and the union, the true union, will be far more worth whatever type of fresh start you're looking for right now, basically. And if you can move on from that, move on from this specific outcome, if you're having one, and to just let things take its course, that something quite beautiful that is in alignment. You are following the map of your heart and the stars. You are getting there, and you know, we get the Star card, you know, so you're getting yourself where you need to go. It's like you gotta focus on yourself. You know, I'm sure you hear that a lot. I hear that a lot from when people give me advice, so I just won't say that too much right now. But let's see. Ooh, success and growth. Yeah, Eight of Wands. This doesn't mean you just don't talk to the other person, though, or you just like, oh, you know, I just won't even think about them, I'll move on, like, completely. No, it's like, you can still have a relationship, you can still communicate, but, it's like, looking for certain things from that person, other than just simply, like, appreciating that they exist and you can communicate to them. Think of them as, like, a ghost. Like, what's the purpose of communicating to a ghost? Communication, you know? It's like, is that ghost going to give you a reward? Is that ghost going to like manifest into the material world and you guys can hang out and like see each other physically and like play video games? Not necessarily, because it's a ghost, but you can communicate. So with this success and growth, I am hearing like communication with this person is very much on your mind, I would say, with Eight of Wands, with determination again. So, you know, I'm hearing like moving on does not mean having to be separated from them and then like see them again 10 years later. It's more like move on from wanting something from them and just it's kind of like starting over, a true new beginning. Yeah, that new vitality, that card that was out there that I put away for some reason, but you know, this, a new beginning, a true new beginning where you really are wiping the slate, like, kind of like pretending, like, oh, who knows if we're twin flames, haha, or, oh, you know, like, it's not like that, but it's like, acknowledge the connection, but also acknowledge that you guys are people, and that this is a relationship, and, you know, like, let's just be friends, let's just see how this goes. And if they aren't able to be that, like, be a friend, or you aren't able to, that's okay. Like, really think of it as a true new beginning. Like, think about if you meet a stranger on the bus and you, like, ask for their number and for some reason they give it to you and you message them a lot and they don't get back to you. I wouldn't get upset at that stranger because it's like, well, okay, I just met them on the bus. Like, it really is like a new beginning. You're, like, spending time with this person as if you just met them, sort of thing. A real fresh start. So, like, you know, it's like things like they used to message me all the time, that should no longer apply. Or like, why haven't they gotten back to me? You know, that should not apply anymore. It's like not pretend, but it's like, I hope you get what I mean. It's like they're a stranger. New beginning. Yeah, I'm sure you guys know what I'm trying to say. I hope so. If not, let me know, and I'm sure I can collect my thoughts better, and I can type it and explain it in the comments or something. But yeah. And I am Usually this card wants to come out. It's every once in a while that I actually feel the vibe of doing this. I wish I was really good at spreading the cards and picking them, but it's only sometimes. This is one of those times. Yeah, it was the first one. And that one. Gonna stand by me. Feel the sunrise on my side. I wonder, I feel like these are supposed to clarify this one card. King of Wands. Wow, they are mirroring you. Whatever you're learning, this person is mirroring in their own way. I feel like they do want to come towards you. I feel like it's going to be complicated. They want to come forward. They want to be honest. You remind them of home. Maybe they remind you of home. It's going to apply both ways. This is a reminder, like, your love is real. This connection you feel is real. Loyalty. Wow. It's like you agreed to this to yourself. Like, you yourself are holding true to how you feel about this connection. Basically, you're like believing in yourself, or your determination of what you're trying to work on is holding on to your authentic self, seeking the truth always. I'm hearing, feeling like you belong, that filling the space inside of yourself that has never truly been missing, with your own love, with your own creation, your own energy, your own fire, reigniting your own flame. This person loves you, you love them. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't want to put words in people's mouth, but like right now I feel like, I don't know, maybe some of you need to hear that, or like, I don't know. They love you, you love them. Please don't doubt this connection, because if you don't doubt it and you go through this whole path and it doesn't work out, I really feel by choosing love that whole way through, you remained honest, and that really matters, because if they aren't the person, you will carry this honesty over to the next relationship, the next person you feel a connection with again, if somehow this isn't the one, you know? That's why it's this person could be the one. Anyone could be the one. So to me, it's always worth pursuing love over fear. Every time. No matter how crazy it sounds. That's what loyalty is. No matter how much people are like, why don't you just stop? You're like, no, I'm loyal to my own path, to my own, like, integrity. This is what I want to do. And I love this song. It's about growing and success and growth. So maybe a bit of you is a little bit solemn or sad, whatever the word is, that when you realize that there's still much more healing to be done, sometimes it can feel quite crushing, or like you're just not there yet, or just like, what if you're never there yet, or like, what if with this overwhelmed feeling, you know, since that's this whole pick a card message, you know, if you're feeling overwhelmed, like, what if you're always overwhelmed and you're always trying to catch up to other people when you shouldn't be comparing and this and this and that, and like, but yet it's still a defeating feeling to see people who are ahead and you're behind, you know? And I'm just hearing with that overwhelming energy that, like, really, you are on your own path. There is nothing wrong with your journey. There's nothing wrong with the way you see the world, the way you see things. It really is quite beautiful. Yeah, take a leap of faith. Trust yourself. Take a leap of faith to really reinvent yourself, and to really trust that where you are at is just fine. You are enough, and, you know, whatever understanding you reach with this lifetime will always be perfectly just fine. There are plenty of people who just, like, they just think nothing happens after death. I know quite a few people, like, I have a family member and who, you know, they have a strongly held belief, like, there is nothing when you die. There is no magic in this world. Like, there's no spirits, there's no energy, this and that. And that hurts my soul. It hurts my heart. Where I just wish that maybe they can heal more, because I just don't feel that way. But at the same time, everyone is entitled to their own path. But even that person, like, they are still here, and they have not given up, and for the same reason that they are wherever they're at, there's a reason for it. They are learning and healing. And you know, honestly, I'm talking about a conversation I had with them a month ago. Things are very different now already. They are trying to trust in where they're at in their own. They're trying to take risks and leap of faith and actually seek answers. That was just an example. The energy I'm feeling with you is it's really just quite I feel you are much farther on that journey than the person I just described. I just wanted to kind of create that analogy, so it kind of shows like you, how you might feel where other people are at, and then that person I described and how they feel I'm at in comparison to them. They look at me and my path, and they get hurt because they're like, how could I ever get there? That looks like lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes. And maybe for that person I'm talking about, perhaps. For you, basically what I'm saying is, like, wherever you end up in this lifetime, it is totally fine. There's no time crunch. No matter how much Earth makes it feel like that, because things are very fast here, things do work slowly but surely. So take this leap of faith, in the sense that this leap of faith is embracing the slowness, embracing the journey, smell the flowers, you know, like, enjoy your scenery, appreciate where you are right now. You are always growing, slowly but surely. And the song Past Lives just came on. So regarding love, it's working itself out, but I am hearing an overwhelming sensation is just where you are at. Something I was talking about in part 1, so you guys know that I was experiencing some stuff like this too. If this is what you are feeling, and I'm getting through it. The universe is going to reward you with certain gifts. I really feel it. Please let me know if like something surprising that was positive happened to you guys recently. I'm sure you can think of something. For me, I got a job interview today, but another thing was like, I was driving and someone was like in the way, and I was like confused, and I had to kind of move around them. And the surprise I got was they like waved, like, you know, like kind of like, "Ha, sorry," and they smiled, and I was like, "Oh, it's cool," and like that really made my day. So like that wasn't necessarily good or bad. They weren't like necessarily in my way or out of the way or whatever, or they didn't do anything big or small. Well, I guess small, but like their wave, their gesture, their acknowledgement just made me happy. So like, I feel the universe might send strangers or kind words your way. I feel like you will find this place of belonging where you feel comfortable and safe. I believe in you guys, as always, as you guys know. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for still continuing on with the spiral of life. Yeah. Ooh. My body is getting chills. This love, this journey you're on with this person, try to see the light in all of it, of where, if it's stressful, it shouldn't be stressing you out, basically. It should be a motivator. It should be something that you learn from. You should feel good about it. You should have fun on this journey, whether you're with the person or separated, because you are always connected. This is twin flame messages, and just soulmate or partner, whatever you identify with. There is something quite fun about wherever it is that you're at, and if it doesn't seem that way, I feel like Spirit is saying try to find it. Let's see. Spider, turkey, yeah. Create this unconditional loving environment. Armadillo. Yeah, have fun. it's okay that you're setting up boundaries. There are certain things that, yeah, if you don't set up boundaries, true, you could get hurt from certain things, but that is actually up to you. How much you give. Unconditional love. Manifest the world for yourself where you can love unconditionally and you don't get hurt from it, because as you give, you learn. Reading 2 might resonate with you because Turkey came out, so I kind of talk about that in its own way. Spider is manifesting, it's creation, it's weaving, it's like creating a story. It's beautiful. And Armadillo is about boundaries and setting them and knowing your own space of comfort. So it's okay that you have your own wants and needs and your own spaces of protection right now. It is still possible to give unconditionally and to love unconditionally. And this song is really getting to me. Sons and their daughters is deeper than the oceans of waters. Yeah, your love is deep. Your love is really, really deep. Yeah, thank you all for being here. This is pretty much the reading. I'm pretty much done. I'm just like getting emotional not for no reason. I don't know, just tapping into energies. It can get intense for me. And you know, a lot of people in my family. I'm gonna pause after that song. Yeah. A lot of people, when I grew up, this was seen as a weakness of like, hey, you should go seek therapy, like getting emotional, man. But so yeah, I just want you guys to not worry about me in terms of energies. In terms of if you ever need to reach out, however like dark or intense or whatever it is, whatever your story is, basically you might be hearing me and you're like, I don't know, man, but like I can keep collected pretty well actually. So basically, if anyone's ever going through a hard time, you can always reach out to me. Doesn't have to just be for a personal reading, though, you know, as you guys know, I'm doing those too. But pretty much if for any reason you feel like you would like to reach out to me, that's in the description. As you guys know, my email is sunsunmushy@gmail.com. I guess you can direct message me on Instagram. I should start mentioning my Instagram. I've had it for like 4 months now, guys. So I'm going to start saying that too. I have an Instagram. It's the same thing, sunsunmushy. And then my YouTube chat, which I don't know how to give you that link other than through the description. So you just check out the description if you want to message me on here on YouTube or, you know, the comments. Yeah. Sending love and light. I want to keep talking, but I'm running out of storage space. So sending love and light. Truly. All right. Peace out.